Hi, welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm Steve Strum. Today in our Buzzworthy Business, we have Aaron Enos from Sensible Recycling. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
So thank you for joining us today. We had some time to talk offset. You have a very unique business. We get some really interesting interviews here on the show. Tell us a little bit about you. I've tried to explain it to other people, and I do a horrible job of explaining you. Tell us about your company.
The gist is electronics recycling, but we put a real heavy focus on data security. So really what makes us different is that we don't refurbish your machine. We physically destroy 100% of the hard drives that we get in. And another aspect that makes us totally different from our competition is we do everything for free. So whether you have one computer to 1,000, we're going to come to your location, pick it up, bring it back, tear the hard drive out, destroy it, give you a certificate of destruction for it with the serial number of the hard drive. With some of our clients, we even verify the destruction process via video. All that's for free. So we really strive to make the whole process easy as possible because I think electronics recycling is somewhat of a new thing. We've been generating electronic waste for years now, and it's actually the fastest growing waste stream in the world. I don't think many people really understand what to do with their electronics. And I think part of that is because a lot of those electronics have data on it. And a lot of these things are finding their way into the landfill. And, like oil, people used to dump oil down their storm drains. And years down the road, lo and behold, it's an environmental nightmare. So not only are we getting rid of a renewable resource in metals because they're 100% recyclable and reusable, but we're destroying the environment at the same time. So we want to prevent that. We want to get these resources back into the supply chain, and we want to make it easy and free.
I had an opportunity to tour your facility, which was nothing short of amazing. It was like the anti-Amazon. It was like the post-apocalyptic Amazon distribution center. So let me kind of walk through our audience just to make sure that I got my head on straight. So you go to a company and say, company, let's use medical company here, that's a good one. And you are compliant with guidelines to destroy per HIPAA, I would assume?
Yes.
And you go to a medical facility, a hospital, and say, hey, hospital, I will destroy all of your sensitive data on computers and equipment that's been phased out for free.
Correct.
And give them a certificate of destruction of that sensitive data that's compliant with HIPAA guidelines.
Right.
And it's a business. So what I saw was awesome is you have a way to recycle, whether it's the metal parts and keyboards and all of that stuff, to find a new home for some of this equipment that may be out of date for a hospital, but may be usable for other organizations. Is that kind of what I understood on that?
Somewhat. There are ways that we can harvest parts for reuse depending on the age of the machine. It doesn't matter what machine comes in, that machine is not going to go out in the same condition that it came in. It'll never be a computer again. And again, it goes back to what makes us different. Is that we are not refurbishing and repurposing machines or hard drives. All of that's going to be destroyed, and it's like Devo from Whip It. It's all about de-evolution, right? It's the de-evolution of the electronic machine that comes in. We're breaking it down, and the majority of that is actually going to be recycled. Ultimately, it's going to wind up in a refiner where these guys are going to recover everything from the gold, the copper, the aluminum, and it's going to become raw material and be used back into the supply chain again. And when it comes to HIPAA compliance, I've had HIPAA training. When you're dealing with a medical company, we'll enter into some kind of written agreement in which the material is going to come to me. It's going to be physically destroyed. We are going to start offering in the next 2 months on-site physical destruction. We've got a mobile shredder coming in. And another thing that we do is background checks. Okay, so we're a veteran-run company, and we hire vets, and we're creating a certain type of culture. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I have people in there that don't have a background and have the capability of handling this data in the right responsible way and making sure it's destroyed per our clients' needs.
That's amazing. And so basically, you are literally saving hundreds of thousands of dollars to the bottom line because that's a very expensive process.
Correct.
In my business, I have to make sure that I'm very sensitive with regards to data destruction, paper, electronic, whatever. So you're on one side saving companies hundreds of thousands of dollars by recycling their material. Don't think I missed the veteran-owned piece. Thank you so much for that. Big deal for me, family in the military. So I always love to make sure that, if we have a veteran-owned and veteran-employed business, that we have that dialogue. And you are recycling materials that are then going to help generations to come with regards to this whole recycling initiative. So you're kind of really capturing many different phases in your business.
Right.
And I told you I do a bad job of describing it. Hopefully I did at least a decent job.
You're doing all right.
All right. So how do people get a hold of you? How do they find you?
You find us online. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Go to our website. And again, part of what we do is we want to make electronics recycling easy. You go to our website, for instance, if you don't want to fill out a contact form, we have a reservation system. You can make an online reservation, contact us, the phone number's on there, or, again, reach us through Facebook. Not only do we pick up the material, but I invite people to drop material off too. I love showing people the warehouse and the business and giving them a tour and showing them what really happens and helping people understand why electronics recycling is so important and why the data destruction process is so important.
Oh yeah, I want to run that chipper, man.
Yeah.
That's the hammer, the giant hammer machine.
mill.
Hammer mill, that's it.
Yeah,
Let's see, what else can I put in there? I think I could get that guitar in there, no problem. However,
definitely.
The producers might be a little upset. Thank you so very much for joining us today.
Problem.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.